Now is the time to dare and endure. Right, Mr. Churchill? It occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we? Hello? Anyone out there?
Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here! Over here! You want to get thrashed? God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
That's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of their homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
The Mark of Cain.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. I never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes. I don't think my suit is decent anymore.
People
I
forget.
can wear it around the garden district, but proper folk will have me pegged for a wastrel. A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here. I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into the sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge.
I lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good liar today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mom when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in a tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
I am the cat that walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. I am in. Why'd you take the vanilla? You know it doesn't. Strange that everyone looks the same. Like we're all just poor.
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
Welcome to the bloody garden district.
What a waste of time. At least there are flowers out here.
The Bobbies have a first on them, you know.
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class.
Getting enough sleep? It's important to sleep.
Getting Away From It All 1964 edition by Mr. William Kite. Some sort of travel guide. No one travels. Which means this is something else. It seems to be a guide to surviving the garden. It's better this way.
You're not the bloody help, are you? So get out!
Now we see the violence inherent in the system. So much to choose from. Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out. Oh dear. One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. Oh. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. No, I just need to find the train station.
The bobbies have a thirst on them, you know.
I think this might be the one Sally and Nick tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke. Have you been sleeping all right?
You'd be amazed what people throw into the bins.
Get your own bloody pump.
What? You can't kill all of us! There they are! Get him!
Pace yourself, Arthur. And here we are. Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the Germs left. Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the... My God, they've kidnapped some poor woman. I wonder if Prue made it this far. I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Hole.
What are we going to do if there isn't food?
Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your board bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you, you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner!
You're done hoarding all the bee meat.
Jesus Christ. I haven't been in here since.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
What have we just not helped?
Just relax. Don't question it. Please don't make a fuss. How do I get down to the tracks?
Man's home is his castle, and it's not your bleeding castle. Your... Thanks, just turn you turn around! You're beaming! You're all beaming! Sleep! Sleep! They're not coming back! Oh, they're never coming! I would have taken them that day! But I would! It's time! Whoa! Whoa! Your feet meet! Fuck off! Sleep! Breathe! Don't eat the meat! Don't eat it! It's time! Supper's over!
Do we really have to do this? Sorry, don't bother.
Ah, that's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells. I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut or had not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
I'd go with him.
You are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
Please, no! He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. Don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train. Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look! It's a little lost lamb.
Where's Bo Peep?
Eating a curdsy away, I bet.
That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet.
Can we pound him now?
Yep.
We come to the end of time! We come to the end of time!
They're not coming back. They're never coming back. Shots.
Stop making out food rot! Your feet! Me! Sleep! Breathe! Whoa! Whoa! Good night! Fire! Who did that?
Don't eat V-meat! Don't eat it!
Your V-meat?
Oh!
V-meat!
It's time!
Sleep!
I've always liked you, actually. Bloody hell. That's Ollie. Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastard!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you say that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? When the... But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse.
I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? That's Margaret. From school. Margaret... what's her name? She was supposed to go on the train, but then she disappeared and no one would talk about it. Maybe I should sit down for a bit.
You hear that?
Here!
Can't we just agree to disagree?
You two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who rides them. He's called a Mahout. But when they're in heat, you have to chain them up. And this one, they got loose. And there's Mahout been chasing off in exactly the wrong direction. And the elephant runs into the market and starts eating peaches. And the coolie tries to stop him. And the elephant steps on him something horrible. Mashes him right into the mud, and skin comes off his back like he was peeling. So the seaboys come running up to this general. Only then he was a major, and say, "You must come shoot this elephant." So, he gets his hunting rifle, it's a 505 gives, and he goes down to the market. Only now, the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field he is. And he's screaming and jabbering about, "Oh, please don't do my elephant." But the elephant's taking the life of man. Cruelly, but a man. And the moat's crying and jabbering and cool as a summer breeze. The general shapers around, pushing right through the elephant's eye. It just goes down. It just moves down and sighs. And all the villages are running to get their knives because it's free meat. Now see, Arthur man would have trembled at the thought of shooting an elephant that's just calmly standing there eating his.
You can't go on it.
They said I could.
Well, of course the Germans said you could go on it. I'm saying you can't.
I've never been on a battleship.
But that's not the point. We hate the Germans, and that battleship is part of the reason the Germans are our lords and masters right now. Do you remember when they came over in all the little boats?
Do you mean in 1942? Or in...
Burma had to shoot a rogue elephant and he had to practically empty a whole magazine into the poor thing, and it was half an hour at a time. But the general makes some tough choices. So don't you armchair generals tell me what you want to do. Just follow orders and we'll win the next war. Generals promise, all right? No fucking civilians! I have to kill you now.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
Tonight will be Bulldog Sees It Through. This brilliant mystery story stars Jack Buchanan, Greta Gint, with Ronald Shiner as Pug.
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while. I think.
I don't want to be a hostage.
Calm down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, all right. I'll come down. I think I might be stuck, actually.
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
All right, Ollie. Let's see that map you made. Oh, Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge. Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.